What's going on, guys? My name is Lynn Twist. Welcome back to Batman Arkham Shadow. So, I found all the runes, as you know. So I guess now the thing to do would be to listen to them. And then stay tuned after because I will be showing you guys the secondary post-credit scenes, including a very vital character to the story. First name D, last name G. But before that, let's study and decrypt these ancient runes. Or not decrypt, but you know what I mean. The journals from Mr. Cyrus Pinckney himself.
1910, Anno Domini, log of Cyrus Pinckney, architect, unemployed, but only momentarily. I've landed on Blackgate Island to study its structures. The chapel, the statue of Lady Justice, the sundry Gothic sculptures dotting the landscape around the prison. Once my research is complete, I shall propose a large-scale renovation of Gotham City to Judge Solomon Wayne, an ideal benefactor, far less recreant than Henry Cobblepot. I've arrived with my assistant, Ezekiel, amidst the cheers of mergansers and migrating geese. Kyle, as he curiously prefers to be called, helped me scout a campsite. To my pleasant surprise, even such cursory efforts bore fruit. A rune etched into what appears to be a loose cornerstone from a raised building. The inscription, written in an archaic form of Latin, reads, "Dark days abound." I very much doubt it. Given the artifact's age, those dark days have surely come and gone. And yet, these hills still hold many secrets. I can feel it.
So the beginning of a journey through Blackgate Hills.
Blackgate Day 2, I awoke to the staccato clacks of Kyle cataloging yesterday's notes on his typing writer. Practical machine, yet so brutal. If the sound doesn't kill you, its weight will. Found another rune near Blackgate Chapel this morning. It reads, "The truth will soon be revealed." Ironic, given this island's legendary secrets. Tales of witchcraft abound. The Miagani whispered about an underground necropolis. Schoolboys trade stories about the pirate John Valor, Gotham's own two-bit Colorford, using the island as a base from which to harry those passing through. The sight of bloodletting a cursed rock. Rubbish. I have no use for fevers. I need money. May tomorrow yield something that appeals to Judge Wayne's good graces. Blackgate Day 3. Quiet morning. Kyle's word machine is broken. Praise be the spirits of Blackgate. Even more strange. No usual wagtails, sparrows, or orioles. Only calls of a bird I'd not heard since traveling the Swiss Alps. A dream, surely. A new rune today. From the ashes of unintelligible, the fires will rage and Gotham will burn. I suspect forgery. The corrupted Latin reads like a 13th century manuscript, while the etchings betray the use of 17th century tools. It even includes perversions of Templar imagery. I recall a legend I heard during the Transalpine tour of a heretical order devoted to punishment and vengeance. I remain, as always, a skeptic. Still, Blackgate Island casts a dark shadow. Blackgate, Day 4. Kyle and I stood at the mouth of a great catacomb. An inscription outlined the entrance. Every moment you waste, Gotham falls further into the abyss. Abyss is no understatement. How far the cave descends, I cannot say, but our initial foray with electric torches revealed extensive stonework passages and even some rusted iron gibbets. Whatever is buried here is buried deep. The ancient complex I beheld tested my skepticism in a way I do not quite comprehend. It reaches out toward Gotham. We moved camp to the cave's mall. Strange vines decorate its passageways, their flowers flanking our campsite. Such a sweet smell. Gotham University's botany department may be pleased with the specimen. Blackgate, Day 5. Traveling the worn stairs is tiresome. Kyle found a gibbet with a functioning winch. He repaired the counterweights so the cage can easily transport us to and from the depths below. We discovered more branching pathways within this ancient templary and a reliquary with a runed stone and small book. It divulged a prophecy that a figure of great consequence and dubious moral standing would arise. Descriptions are contradictory. Warrior, a mediator, a slink from the crypt, a hawk, a sage whose peace is violence. Given such incongruity, I must wonder to which side of justice will this man stand? The inscription read, "The wicked will prosper, condemning the innocent." Blackgate, Day 6. We've returned to studying the statues of Blackgate Island. Kyle and I descended in the gibbet to discover a large open chamber containing a magnificent statue, a caped, cowled man with a sword. Surely it is the figure all but named in the prophetic texts. The masked statue is positioned directly below Lady Justice on the island's surface. Her placard reads, "Lady Justice and her hawk of vengeance." The underground image's inscription reads, "As above, so below." The insinuation is worrisome. Another runestone and another inscription. A guardian willfully relentless in their quest to protect the city. Is this guardian the Lady Justice above, or the bladed saint below? Blackgate, Day 7. I cannot bring our findings back to Gotham without first making sense of them. So, deeper we plunged. After squeezing through crevices, fearful I might not return, we found a chamber containing a symbolic map of Blackgate Island itself in the shape of a tree. The catacombs formed the roots. A vertical blade rose from them as the trunk, sprouting branches, and a single flower representing Blackgate's chapel. Its demonic statues are what originally sparked my curiosity. And the tree's grotesque fruit? Men who were hanged from the gallows tree in Blackgate Prison's yard. Many repeated runes today, but also a new discovery. the protector of faith, will know what must be done. But according to whom? Black Gate, day 8. I'm starved for fresh air, but there's no turning back. We discovered friezes that depicted another vestige of the prophesied protector, a Cape Knight, saintly and heroic, bearing down upon a horde of villains. Today's runestone is not entirely new to me. I saw it etched at the foundation of Gotham Cathedral while under contract for Judge Wayne. The inscription reads, "Divine justice will be delivered to us all." Down here, it is etched in broken Latin, but it was carved in English up above. Terrifying man. His church, his caves. I have no doubt that he will hear the call of justice, but I wonder, is he equally hearing cries for mercy? Blackgate night. Only night. I struggled to translate the latest rune by fading torchlight. Either the instrument of God or the tool of man, and from the mist he stepped forth into flesh clad in steel. One hand outstretched, the other holding a sword. I saw my reflection in the blade, hollowing my mind to make way for just such images. Gotham at war, an abandoned tower, a broken sword, a slain knight. Then he was gone. My hand just grasping at thin air. And then the horde he'd held back came to life. The teeth of statues. A forbidden mathematic. Divide, subtract. A stone worn down by high tide. Raccoons absconding with memory. The cursed clacking of that damned word machine. Shut up, Kyle. I near terminus. The withered reality. Blackgate, last day. I awoke at the cave mouth to the calls of geese and mergansers. The final rune in my pocket somehow. Believe what you will. The message has been delivered. I believe what we discovered was not buried by happenstance. Blackgate is neither a facility nor a temple. It is a mechanism for calling that man forth. The aesthetics here aren't merely decorative. They beckon and bind. Anything that cultivates malevolence must also be used to drive it out. Wise words Judge Wayne imparted during our renovation of Gotham Cathedral. I will bring this to him. When configured to work in harmony, these stones may very well save Gotham. We must protect our source. I have sealed access to the lowest depths. Only that open chamber and its imposing overseer remain. His Honor will understand. The Wayne family has always loved Gotham more than it deserves.
Wow, okay. So there is some kind of caped crusader clad in steel and holding a sword, delivering so-called vengeance to people. that doesn't sound like me, but I am here too. But that's also awesome that the statue where the Batcave was, the big statue with the sword, is directly below Lady Liberty, or the Lady of Justice. Um, so that's awesome. And then there's a theory. There is a theory out there that do you remember in Batman Arkham Blackgate, the big beast in the sewers? And we've seen posters of the albino strongman. His name is Cyrus Gold. Now, the theory is that Cyrus Pinkney is Cyrus Gold. I, for one, just want to believe it. I think it's an awesome comparison because they both have the name Cyrus. It's around the same time period when Cyrus Gold died and then was tested on by various people and experimented on and brought back to life eventually, Frankenstein like. I, for one, believe it. So take what you will with it, and yeah. So Cyrus P. Solomon Grundy? Possible. His name's not Solomon Grundy, it's Cyrus Cyrus Gold. So, do what you will with that information. I, for one, like I said, believe it. Cyrus Pinkney is Solomon Grundy. But yeah, so we're gonna move on to the second post credits. Batman Arkham VR or Batman. Sorry, I'm sorry. The YouTube channel Batman Arkham videos. We will be reacting to, so go give them a subscribe. Thank you. But yeah, I'll see you there. Alright, so I have here the post-credit scenes for the second half. Surprise! So we just got done with the Pinkney stuff. Very interesting stuff, but let's move on to what happens after everything is said and done. The dust settles, and the events of Arkham Shadow are completely over. Well, what happens is, do you remember that kid? Or the kid from the beginning of the game that was roommates with Shrike? Yeah, that kid. And then at the end of the post credits, you remember where it said where Bruce technically called Leslie, and then to reach out to this kid, right? So, anyways, knowing all of that, let's watch these post-credit scenes that you get when you do the whole game, and then you do New Game Plus, and then you do the whole New Game Plus. This is Arkham Shadow, or this is Batman Arkham Videos, the #1 Arkham channel on the platform, and they're great. Go give them a subscribe. They definitely deserve it. They're definitive. They're definitive for the Arkham verse. So, let's just react to it. This is the first time I've actually ever experienced it for myself, because I haven't played New Game Plus yet. So, yeah, let's go pay a visit to this kid, or watch Arkham videos. Go pay a visit to the kid. All right, so let's do it. Just for 2 seconds, do that. So this is his apartment, 1C. Do you see that? The cut is scarring. That's really cool. It's a scar now. Oh wow, that's pretty dreamlike. Is this Shrike? This is Shrike's apartment. This is Shrike's apartment. Forensic historians are analyzing newly discovered letters attributed to Cyrus Pinkney. Oh. So these are the letters that we got in Arkham Origins, if you remember that. We thank the Wayne Foundation for these donations, said the head researcher. Key details suggest these are for forgeries. They also match some tampered city records. For example, sorry, let me take a look one at a time. For example, Pinckney inerrantly ran down the first. That's very cool. He goes in real close for you to read it. That's very nice. Thank you. The first something 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 in the 1850s, decades before the gas-powered car was invented. He designed the asylum for Amadeus Arkham, yet Arkham built it in 1921. The research team is not writing off the letters entirely. Nonetheless, corroborating evidence supports their account of the early rivalry between the Wayne and the Cobblepot families, something only the elder Pinckney would know. And the letters do lead to his supposed tomb. The letters might have been penned by his grandson, the inheritor. The inheritor. Cyrus Pinckney III, who did design the asylum, and I admit we could be a little more precise when referring to the two. He himself often omitted the third, and by their portraits, they could be the same man. Oh my god, that is such a weird way around it. The lore confusion. Wow. So there were 3 Cyrus Pinckneys in the Arkhamverse. So the Cyrus Pinckney the third is the one that went down below Blackgate, huh? That explains quite a lot, actually, considering the years as they described earlier. That's okay. That's such a interesting way around some of these plot holes. Okay. So there are 3 Cyrus Pinckneys and they look very similar. This was my favorite character in the Arkhamverse. I have to give it more thought now, because that's incredible. Like, that's weird. Confusion is natural. Regardless, forgery is out of character for either. The letters are part false, yet part true. They must be reckoned with. Wow. Opened by unknown intruder, a gay Batman. Guilt-stricken convict. Oh my god. Joe returns self to custody. Alexander Beckett. In the 2 weeks since the Rat King's failed attack on Gotham, nearly all missing Blackgate inmates have been accounted for and returned to prison. Many have been charged with additional crimes related to their escape and involvement with the Day of Wrath. But one inmate who will not be facing added sentencing is Joseph Chilton. So, like, Joe Chill, aka Joe Chill. A lifer at Blackgate who returned to prison on his own volition. This is where I belong, he told reporters, as he handed himself over to GCPD custody. Chilton is believed to have been abducted from his cell in the hours leading up to the Day of Wrath. His return was a welcomed one for his fellow inmates, many of whom look up to him. Oh, and there's more on the back, or on the front. I'll continue page 8. Interesting. Huh. So we got some follow-up on Joe Chill, and we got some follow-up on the Pinckney stuff. I love it. I'm flippin' loving it. That's awesome. This is remember when we went in and Barbara was in it? This is the room, the Shrike's room, and remember, this kid is Shrike's roommate, Dick Grayson.
Just a sec. It's you. I mean, I knew it'd be you, but not this you.
Well, the other me doesn't knock.
Come on in.
So he knows about Batman? He knows that Matches is not Matches, Bruce is Batman? Didn't expect that. Oh, did you see that? Did you see that? On the wall here. It's a picture of Shrike and Dick.
This is it.
Nice.
Did he say nice? Sorry, I stopped.
This is it.
Nice. Y'all packed up?
Yeah. That's all I got.
Let me get it for you.
Oh, he's gonna go back and look at it. Definitely go check this guy out. He's great. I will be playing Batman R Plus, but I just wanted to get this, Oh wow, Bloodhaven Brawlers was the Gotham Knights. They scribbled rats on them. And this is a cheese. That's funny. Now this is giving me crazy vibes of the Batman animated series, the episode with Crane, where Crane basically goes and he bets on different sports teams, and then he does something to the best player on that team to rig the game so that he wins money. So there's an episode where he does it to Dick Grayson's college roommate, and he played for the Gotham Knights. He was their star. So this just gives me that vibe. I'm sorry. He does probably end up going to college, which is great. It's really on the up, Look at that.
Oh, Shrike's old belongings.
Wow, it's so peaceful. Roger Craig Smith's such a great voice actor. King of Rats says wealthy won't survive. Interesting. Who's... from the Burnley, the Rat King's latest message has GCPD scrambling to secure Independence Day celebrations after promises that Gotham's elite won't survive. The Rat Cult's impending wrath. The cult's violent rhetoric continues to intensify as the Rat King's pirate broadcasts stroke both figurative and literal fires of unrest in Gotham City, where its elite have been specifically targeted this time. The cult leader vows that wealth will not save you from the day of wrath. It will burn just like you, and we will rejoice in the ashes. It's not the first time rats have leveled threats against Gotham's most prominent citizens. Many of the city's richest residents have petitioned Tiger Security to increase its presence within Blackgate Prison. These low-class freaks are begging to be sent to Blackgate, said Armand Lidicker, CEO of Prada Pharmaceuticals. You remember him from one of the newspapers we read in Blackgate? Make sure they stay there. Better yet, throw them in Gotham Harbor and let the sharks sort them out. Lidicker said, Lidicker was widely criticized last year, raising the price of his company's life-saving treatment for McGregor syndrome by 5,000%. Remember that. This guy's a clown, man. He's a clown. Though inflammatory, Ledicker's comments echo the views of many Gothamites who see the rats as criminals, co-opting legitimate protests against wealth and inequality in order to incite violence. So as you can see, Batman's views change, right? So at first he didn't like the criminals, but now he's starting to see that they can change, considering he's going to adopt Dick Grayson, who was a rat.
This kid made the best of a bad situation.
I see a tape recording. That's going to be fun to listen to. Mr. Grayson, you should be proud of your progress and what you're making of your life. I know that I am. I only wish that Boone were here to see it. I know you looked up to him, but perhaps he could have found hope in you, not the Rat King. Boone would have loved the work you've done to restore the youth crisis centers, and I'll remind you that it takes more than money from the Wayne Foundation to make that happen. Your dedication to rebuilding the centers made us operational twice as fast. I'm only glad that you slowed down a little to let your collarbone heal after your 4th of July accident. Congratulations on your acceptance to Gotham University. They're as lucky to have you as we are. With care, Leslie Tompkins, of course. So did he do this Youth Crisis Center stuff before the 4th of July riot? Because he said slows down. So he was doing stuff like this before the riot even started. Why on earth was he dressing like a rat at that point? Just do your own thing, man. Okay.
Hey, you've reached Dick Grayson. Leave a message.
Hey kid, Bruce. Good talking to you the other day. And thanks for not hanging up on me. If I were in your shoes, not sure I would have been so gracious. Alfred's gonna reach out to you about next steps. We'll be in touch.
Imagine being adopted by a multi-billionaire just because you're like doing all this great stuff around, like it's unheard of. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. Matches Malone was the Rat King to people? Oh my god. Oh, that sucks for him. Oh my god, what's Joe gonna think about that? Long live the Rat King, known arsonist responsible for the Rat King cult. Oh my god, I do wonder what Joe thinks of that. From Blackgate Island, authorities now believe with utmost confidence that the identity of the terrorist Rat King, architect of the Day of Wrath attack on Gotham, was an inmate in Blackgate Prison by the name of Irving Matches Malone. We're sure, Police Commissioner James Gordon said Monday at the press conference, citizens of Gotham can rest easy. While Mr. Malone remains missing, he is presumed dead, according to the spokesperson for the GCPD. Does Jim think that about Malone? I know he hated the guy. Something. The members of the Rat King's cult have been captured and returned to Blackgate to carry out their sentences. Some will receive additional sentencing through crimes committed on the Day of Wrath. Despite the circumstances, prison escape is a crime, said Gotham District Judge Rios. Meanwhile, a prisoner advocacy group released a statement declaring the rats victims who were never intended to break out, but were instead abducted from their cells against their will by guards on the Rat King's payroll. I'm sure that no one will believe that because of the corruption of Gotham, but it's true. We saw it on the boat. As such, I think he'll move over. Burned hero DA Harvey Dent is hospice care aided stop of wrecking. But is anyone going to question the fact that he's in Blackgate right now? As such, wait, Vigilante Batman once again wipes the ass of the GCPD. Okay. As such, returning inmates will find their court-mandated home under new management, as Tiger Security was removed yesterday for widespread corruption and, more concerningly, their role in the Day of Wrath. Former head of Tiger, Captain Lyle Bolton, and his second-in-command CO, Howard Brandon, faced dozens of criminal charges stemming from well-documented prisoner abuse inside Blackgate Prison. Both men are currently in critical condition at Gotham General, and per their lawyer's statement, unable to speak on this, or frankly, any matter at this time. Commissioner Gordon has demanded a complete investigation into Tiger's alleged abuses, while his own GCPD faces renewed scrutiny in light of recent incidences relating to the Day of Wrath and the disappearance of inmate Irving Malone. Sorry, I'm just looking around your house, my friend. I don't know if you appreciate this. Man, the place is so much cleaner. Or it seems cleaner. Alright. Get in the kitchen. Oh, Tony Zuko. Oh my god. So, I guess I'll take this time to lay out the foundation of... unless they describe it later, I don't know. But, look. For years, the Flying Graysons were like leaping in the air and just performing amazing stunts for Gotham, and everyone loved it. They were so popular and so incredible, and people looked up to them, like literally and figuratively. They looked up to him. They're like, especially the kid, Dick Grayson, who was a new member, and they were a big thing. And then I know I'm terrible at explaining things, but their line is literally cut. Like, Dick Grayson's parents are toppled to the floor and die immediately on impact from that. From the line that they swing from being cut by Tony Zuko, the crime boss. Haley's circus, struggling, unable to draw a crowd after losing Grayson's act. Anthony Zuko denies rumors. All we care most about is bringing families together. Condiment King. That's funny. So that's a fridge brand. All right, so I really, really love this so far, and I love that he got Haley Circus on his suitcase. Like, this is a legacy, man. He starts off high, swinging from like top of the world into part of a circus, and then his parents die, and he falls in with a really, really bad crowd. A crowd so bad they shut down an entire city, and he's a part of it. And then he's able to turn his life around, and he's in college now. He's been accepted for college. It's a legacy. It's really a legacy. It's just great. I really like it. I love this version of Dick. Just a slight twist.
I can get that.
Looking at the picture there. Shrike was very important to him.
Shrike?
It's really close.
Carver. He was the only family I had after...
Calling him Carver.
But in the end, he was beyond saving.
No. Nobody is beyond saving. I know that much now. I'm sorry, kid. I lost a brother, too. How about you bring the picture with you? We'll put it up in your new room.
Thanks.
the future. Wow. God, I really like that one. And so, obviously, if you don't know, Dick Grayson goes on to become Robin. So he then looks at the bio, which is very awesome. Dick grew up swinging from a trapeze with other kids while other kids were climbing monkey bars, staring alongside his parents as the flying Graysons. The young acrobat's life was shattered when they were murdered during a performance. While surviving an overburdened foster care system, he and his foster brother, Boone Carver, found a camaraderie in an underground movement that ended up being the Rat Cult.
You can't stop this, Batman. It's bigger than all of us. I learned to walk on a tightrope. I can handle a couple of rooftops. Relax. I'm used to working without a net.
I really hope they make a sequel. Wow, he walks up to him and gets him a close-up. Like, that's pretty awesome that he does that. I don't have enough space. I wouldn't even think to do that. I love the details on his jacket. Yep, go subscribe immediately. Yeah, so there's that. Incredible. It's powerful, it really is. So yeah, so now we have Dick Grayson is now in the foster home of Bruce Wayne, the multi-billionaire, and he's in college. So he's never had this Batman has never had a Robin that is underaged. Unless Jason Todd was, which I don't think he was, though. The time frame doesn't add up. But so it's great, man. It's great. So it's like they're working for him, and they're fully grown adults, and they're not children who don't know what is going on in the world yet. They're adults, and they're fighting for a good cause. That's what I really love about this Batman. But yeah, so thank you guys for watching. I'll make some follow-up videos of what happens after this, and then I'll make another video including some maybe some Batman animated series episodes that you might want to check out to fill the gap between Shadow and Asylum, and then maybe another video that's kind of like speculation on what they could do with this series, because I seriously hope, and I know people don't like the whole VR thing, but if they made a trilogy for this, like if Camouflage made a trilogy for their games, like I know it's on Oculus, which is shifty and shit, and I don't know if it's steady. It's like if Oculus goes down, then what happens to these games? Like I think they do have protective barriers in place, but I wouldn't want to lose this game in any games that come after it, which is like I don't rely on streaming stuff for like shows. Cut that out. So yeah, if you guys liked it, please press like button, subscribe button for my channel. I did hit 20 subscribers, which is incredible. The next goal would be 25, if we can do that. But thank you guys, and again, I'm going to make some follow-ups. Stay tuned for that, and bye.